Hey gamers, welcome back to another video. Now before we begin, if you guys enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like and the subscribe button on the video. It helps out the channel a lot. Thank you guys so much for the support. Also follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Jerdo, where I stream Azur Lane 3 times a week, and follow me on Twitter at JerdoAL, where I post Azur Lane and other gacha game tidbits, as well as my stream schedule, so you guys know exactly when I go live. Thank you guys so much for the support. Now let's get into the video. Now today we're going to be talking about the upcoming rerun of the event Aurora Noctis, but more specifically, we're going to be talking about what some people call one of the best ships in the game that's coming out in this rerun, HMS Perseus. Perseus is considered one of the best support ships in the entire game and is an absolute must pull for the upcoming Aurora Noctis rerun banner. I want to make sure that you guys understand though why she is good, and to do that we're going to explain how healers work and why Perseus is different and why that makes her so much better. Now, before we get into this, we have to understand how healers work. You know, typical healers that are currently permanently available, such as Shoho and Unicorn. Those are the two healers in the game that are permanently available, so I'm going to use those two as my basis. Now, how does a healer work? A healer heals when they launch an airstrike. When Shoho and Unicorn launch an airstrike, that's when their heal goes off. Now, generally, one would have to wait one full airstrike load time before you get that heal. Now, if you look at the very crappily drawn image on the screen right now, you'll see that this line right here represents the battle duration. You have to wait a certain amount of time before, your heal finally goes off, and then you have to wait more time until your second heal might go off. Now, depending on how long it takes you to clear that battle is how many heals you're gonna get. So the number of heals you get from a standard healer is dependent on the battle duration. If you're just beating the stage before your second airstrike goes off, then that's a whole heal that you're going without with. That's that amount of chunk of time that you're going without a heal. And then in the next battle, you're gonna have to wait that same amount of time again before your first airstrike goes off in the next battle. So that's the downsides of the standard healer, Unicorn and Shoho. Now let's talk about Perseus. Now Perseus has something called a preload airstrike. What's a preload? A preload, as the name suggests, is a preloaded airstrike. So right at the beginning of the battle, Perseus has an available airstrike to go off right away. Now the downside to this is that Perseus's airstrike's loading time is increased by 90%. Well, Jerdo, then isn't it about roughly the same? Like you get a heal right at the beginning of the battle, and then you wait the regular amount of airstrike time plus 90% more, and then the second one, which is, you know, about roughly the amount of time of a regular airstrike going twice as well, right? Except you get it at the beginning of the battle instead of in the middle of the battle compared to your standard healer. So is that much better? The answer is an absolute yes, because Perseus just doesn't have one preload. She has two. That's right, two preloaded airstrikes. She heals twice at the beginning of every battle. So as the battle starts, you're gonna get two heals right off the bat, then you're gonna wait 190% of the load time, and then you're gonna get your third if you get there. But it doesn't matter because you already got two guaranteed heals right at the beginning of the battle. So that means that you're gonna get healed twice no matter what. Now you're gonna compare that to a standard healer. In order to get two heals out of a standard healer, you're gonna have to wait two airstrike cycles before you get the second airstrike, before you get the second heal. Depending on how long your battle is taking, you might not even get there. You might only get one heal. Perseus not only guarantees that you get two heals with the two preload airstrikes, but she's also doing the damage of those two airstrikes as well. She's doing two airstrikes at the beginning of every battle, helping you out, clearing enemies. So not only does she heal immediately right off the bat twice, but she also provides a lot of damage support in order to help you clear the map faster, which makes her so much stronger. In addition to these preload airstrikes, Perseus heals the whole fleet. The biggest drawback of Shoho and Unicorn is that they only heal the Vanguard. Shoho and Unicorn can only heal the Vanguard. Ryoho can only heal one ship at a time. Perseus heals everybody in the fleet twice because of their preload airstrikes, which just pushes, if she was already stronger just because of how the preload airstrikes works, she is now above and beyond much better because she heals everybody in the fleet and not just your Vanguard. And having a backline healer is incredibly rare. There's only a few other ships in the game that have that capability, and Perseus is by far the best to have that available to you. Now, the icing on the Perseus cake is that she also heals the fleet she's not in. Now, it's not a significant amount, it's about 3%, but it's still the icing on the Perseus cake that she even heals ships that are not in the same fleet as her. Now, in order to really compare how much better Perseus is than Unicorn, we're gonna put him to the test. I'm gonna use the Unicorn in one mob fleet, and in the exact same fleet minus Unicorn, I'm gonna swap in Perseus. I'm gonna do a full 7 mob fleet battles in 14.4, and we're gonna see how both of the fleets compare, with the only difference being the healers. I'm gonna even use the exact same gear on both Perseus and Unicorn since I can, because they have the same loadouts. We're gonna see how much better Perseus really is than your standard regular healer. So on the first 0 ammo fight, unfortunately our Unicorn fleet has kicked the bucket. I think our backline just kind of got destroyed here, and unfortunately Nagato, yeah, the flagship Nagato has died. Again, one of Unicorn's main weaknesses is that she doesn't have that heal for the backline. Now we're going to swap in Perseus, and now we're going to see how that run will go. As you guys can see, after 8 mob battles, it was really close, but Perseus just managed to keep everybody alive because of Perseus's guaranteed 2 heals, and in this case usually 3 heals because of how long the battles are going on everybody in the fleet. So that's just a quick comparison between how much of a difference Perseus can really make. Perseus's usefulness transcends essentially all content, whether you're farming the story, whether you're doing Operation Siren. Her preload heals are just way too good, and honestly this is one of the first banners I think that I'm going to say that this ship is a must pull. It makes a lot of content that much easier and more feasible to do, that it's just so worth pulling for her. Now is the time, if any, to be saving up your cubes and making sure that you have enough golden cubes to pull on the Aurora Noctis rerun banner. There are 2 other SSRs that are going to be available in the Aurora Noctis rerun other than Perseus, with Hao and the 0.5% chance ship Hermione. There's going to be a couple of elites as well, but Perseus, if you're going to pull for one ship this banner, this upcoming rerun banner, pull for Perseus. A lot of the time when people ask me for help, my first question is, do you have Perseus? Because whether you have Perseus or not will make matters a lot easier or more difficult depending on the answer when it comes to fleet building. So if you want to have an easier time, have a great top tier healer and damage dealer for your mob fleet for Operation Siren, every single game mode except for PvP and any meta fights or hard Siren battles where you want damage and not necessarily utility, Perseus is there. It's a little hard to imagine a world where Perseus gets power crept. This ship is just too good. Perseus in the Aurora Noctis rerun, an absolute must pull. Save up your cubes, you still have time, you got a couple of weeks, but she is just really that good. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel a lot. Thanks so much, everybody, for hanging out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.